There is one sentence that has always dictated my choices. Never stay comfortable too long. But last year, I started to question it. It all started 8 years ago, when this little guy took one more step at the edge of his comfort zone. One that would change drastically his future. Studying mathematics is definitely not what I want to do anymore. I want to be a filmmaker. Like many others, I was passionate about social media and YouTube vlogs. So, the plan was simple. I would just travel, bring my camera and document everything. I remember that in my head it all seemed quite simple. Nothing complicated, and I was so good at filmmaking, so what could I worry about? Well, fast forward 8 years, and here I am, October 16th, 2024. Exhausted, sad, depressed, completely lost. Yay, I'm a professional filmmaker and I make a living out of it. But I kind of hate almost everything that I create, and my life is so far from looking like the dream he had. Over the years, I drifted. I started to want things to work fast. I decided to create what I think would work instead of doing what I liked. And when trying to put yourself in other people's head, you start to judge yourself way more. Looking for excellence and frozen by my perfectionism. It's not all bad though. I did improve, I did develop my filmmaking skills, I did build my network. And as I lay here on October 16th, this is how my life feels. Many different skills but nothing to tie them together. And that's when I took the decision. The decision. Why not start at the beginning again? At the base of the passion, of what created this flame inside me. But this time for it to work, I had to take it slow. Think long term. What would challenge me but also be somewhat comfortable? Maybe one vlog a week in my native language, French. And then it happened. All of a sudden, all my life made sense. Creating these vlogs, I realized that suddenly I was using absolutely all my skills. I still needed to change one thing though.
We are gonna explore the...
Yep, he spoke English, while at first I decided to create the vlogs in French. That needed to change.
But why not start in English? Why start in French? Actually, when I was really young, I was all about these motivational speeches, the stepping out of your comfort zone, the waking up at 5 a.m. every morning. And then I realized that for me, it didn't work. If I wake up at 5 a.m. every morning, I get really tired throughout the day and I'm not productive, I'm not getting shit done. If I step out of my comfort zone, I can do it as long as the motivation is here, and then one day the motivation is not there and I completely blow. When starting this YouTube channel again, I wanted to last long term. And so in order to do that, I wanted to expand my comfort zone instead of stepping out of it. Basically, I add one difficulty, then I wait for it to become comfortable, and then I add another difficulty. So at first, making one video every week in French was already really tough. I didn't even know if I would be able to do it long term. After 10 weeks, it actually became quite frustrating to make the vlogs in French, and so I realized that maybe I was ready to add another challenge. That's why the sentence "never stay comfortable too long" works for me, because yeah, you need to always get closer to the edge of your comfort zone to always improve, but don't always step out of it. Those motivational speeches, they work, but they also have their limits. My name is Julien, I'm a filmmaker from France. I'm also a mediocre triathlete. If you like sport, you're gonna see a lot of that as well. And yeah, I'm gonna document my life with one video every week or every 2 weeks, but I'm gonna stay consistent. Most of them are cinematic vlogs, that kind of stuff. If you like what you saw, please subscribe to the channel, and I'm gonna see you next week.